Today I'm going to talk about hair removal. Ouch! That is painful, particularly when you're pulling the hair out. So I have been pulling hair out of my legs and sometimes my arms and occasionally pieces of my torso. For quite a few years I've tried waxing, which is fucking painful, and I've tried shaving, which, that's not painful, that's pretty easy but tedious. And more recently I have got an epilator, so that is painful too, but it seems to pull the hairs out by the roots, so it's a bit like automated tweezering with these little rotating blades that grab and rotate and pull out lots of hairs at a time. So definitely can recommend that to anyone who's interested in permanent hair removal. And I've also done a small amount of that thing with the electricity where they take the hairs out. I'm forgetting the name of it. But a little electric current goes into a probe and they poke it into your hair follicle and then they pull out the hair after they've killed the root. That seemed to be painful and expensive. So I've basically gone to the electric epilator now for my hair removal method. And about a year ago, I just came to the decision I had had enough of shaving my facial hair, and I was going to pull that out too. So I have been epilating my facial hair. I'm not sure I'm going to recommend that to anyone because it is very painful when you first start, though the longer I've been doing it, the less painful it gets. The only downside to hair removal is that in order to be able to remove it, you have to pull out the hair, you have to let your hair grow. Hold on, I'm walking between these cars that are deciding to move. It's a bit of a dodgy environment here, so just being careful, almost as dangerous as epilating your hair. I'm just going to wait for this car to go by me. So, in order to be able to pull them out, they've got to be like at least, a millimeter or two long for the thing to be able to grip onto them. So that's a bit of a downside. I'd rather not have the hair. So on the other hand, I do want to have it permanently gone, and shaving just is never going to achieve that. So that is what I've been doing on the hair removal front to appear more feminine. If you have any questions about hair removal or other aspects of my gender shift, or about intuition and what would it take, or any other things you want to ask me, feel free to ask in the chat, and I'd be happy to talk about that on the video. And I am going off this morning to a sober morning rave. That's sort of like a nighttime rave that would involve alcohol and drugs, but there is no alcohol and drugs, and it happens starting first thing in the morning, something you can find in most cities around the world these days. And it's a fun way to move my body and be out of my mind without having to be up really late or take substances that I have a hangover from. So that is where I am off to. So create a fabulous rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching.